Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. Today, we're talking about the third part of the 26th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible, which is the 23rd chapter of the book of Zion. We're doing part of the dissertation here, and I'm just going to pick up where I left off. But he knows that to be truly at peace in this current world, you have to be prepared for war. So he will prepare for our defense. He will ensure that we need never fear enslavement again. Our just king will also be our great leader in the last war on earth. He will provide us with the security to be at peace in Zion. Kenny is the arm of the Lord. He is the person designated to rule on earth. My job was to figure out the prophecy. His job is to rule at my side. He has been taught to rule. He has the body that is used to channel God on official occasions. When the big guys up on the Council of Grey speak, he is the one they will speak officially through. Kenny is Ishi's voice and his arm. Kenny speaks for Ishi. It's important that Ishi has a king to speak or and act on the Grey's authority. That way there can be no false narrative. Only one person on earth is the official last word. All disputes and all final decisions come from the king and his queen. Our king will build our beautiful city. He will realize our dreams of Zion. He will negotiate our peace and prepare us for war. He will deal with other nations and be our strong king. Isaiah 11, 1 through 5, Zion 1, 1 through 5. 11, 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. This has a dual context. It speaks on two levels. On the first level, it talks about marijuana, the rod and stem of Jesse, David's family line. This sacred plant is the domain of Israel's governing body. The king is exalted, extolled, and very high. This is also a reference to the Baldwin, the family name of the first king of the last king of in Jerusalem, the seat of David's throne. In this case, Kenny is the branch that grows out of the root of the throne of David, i.e., the rod of Jesse. Kenny's right to rule is based on the fact that Baldwin was the right heir to the throne of David, having been the last family to have sat on David's throne place. Just as I am adopted by Abraham and Sarah, so too Kenny is adopted by Jesse and David by way of the throne of Baldwin, king of Israel. I am Brenda Leanne Hines, Beulah. Kenny is the Baldwin, heir to the throne of David. 11:2. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, and the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. The first line, the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, means that Kenny is the official voice of the Grey. He is the channel for the Grey. He is the arm, the branch, the body, the means by which the Grey speak. The Grey have taught him how to switch bodies with them. He occupies their body while they occupy his. During the past 30 years or so, Kenny has been learning how to become wise. He has been taught understanding through experience. He has learned to discern truth from lie and how to see what lies beyond words or deeds. He understands what motivation is and what ramifications are most are in most given situations. He has been there. He has tried that, and he knows. He understands that it takes a council to rule wisely. He knows that unity brings logic, and that logic must dictate might. It's not enough to be wise. In matters of state, council creates might. Facts matter. Numbers matter. Unity matters. Once a united people are strong, a council ensures unity of will, and unity of will creates a binding strength that is mighty indeed. Kenny also has first-hand knowledge of the grave. He has interacted with them both physically and mentally for 30 years. He has known great fear. At first, they scared the hell out of him. When he did something really bad, he punished them. So he knows to fear them. However, he also knows the great care they have shown for me. He witnessed the lengths to which they were willing to go just for one human, which implies that they care for all of us. He knows that firsthand. 11:3. And shall make him of a quick understanding of the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. After 30 years of trial and error, and after taking part on the grace form of justice, Kenny knows better than any humans what the Grey are capable of, because he's been there. He's done that. He's known the Grey more intimately than most, so he knows just what the Grey can do. He has 30 years of interaction with them. So when Kenny says that the Grey know better, he speaks from experience. They taught him everything he knows. They taught him how things really work. That's why he's of a quick understanding of the fear of the Lord. He knows deep down what matters and what's superficial, and he has been taught to see into the heart of a matter. That is why he doesn't make decisions based on what he sees and hears. He knows that's how things appear. Isn't is what the world wants you to think. It doesn't allow for what's true. He understands that what we hide, the true reasons we do things. So that's what appears to be true after often is hiding a deeper truth. So to know why something happens today, you have to go back to its beginning. So he is wise beyond human wisdom, knowing this inner truth. 11:4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. What this means is that you may get one by me, but you'll never get one by him, because he will see right through your lie. I'm too soft. I feel sorry for people, but Kenny has the balls to do the hard things. He knows how to find out the truth of things, and he is a righteous judge. The Grey haven't spent the past 30 years teaching Kenny the ways of truth, so that he may be as wise as the Grey have spent the past 30 years teaching Kenny the ways of truth, so that he may be as wise as Solomon. His judgments will be just and true. He will see to it that the poor are treated fairly. The rich also will be subject to his justice, but they won't fare as well. He will be a just king, a wise judge, a mighty man able to speak with such truth and conviction that all will wonder at his words. He will seem to be so wise, the wicked won't stand a chance against his logic and just verdicts. He will be just. He will be just what society needs, someone to speak the truth. The wicked are really going to hate Kenny. He is going to be so blunt and so logical that no one will be able to refute the obvious truth of his words. When he makes a judgment, the guilty will have no recourse. They won't be able to hide behind the lies. You see, lies only last as long as the truth remains hidden. No lie can stand up in the face of truth, just as darkness can never overcome light. Here on earth, we hid the truth. We hide the truth. We protect the guilty. You glorify money and it all its lies. But money isn't real. The lies we tell each other hide an ugly truth, but that truth will destroy the lies we tell. That is why The pen is always mightier than the sword. Words are powerful. We create our world with words, so the words we say must be guarded. Saying the wrong thing can do great harm. Your wars are fought with guns, but they are started by words. So, with the right words, we can create a world we actually want to live in. So, words are the most powerful force there is. With words, Kenny will relieve the suffering of the poor. With words, Kenny will condemn the guilty with their own lies, using their own words against them. With words, Kenny will return justice to our world. With words, Kenny will change our world for the better, because Kenny is righteous. And with righteous words, Kenny will do mighty things. 11:5. And righteousness shall be the girding of his loins, and faithfulness the girding of his reins. Kenny is righteous. He has found his way to the tree of life. He has overcome the lies of society. He has had first-hand experience with the ways of justice. He is the one man on earth that can lead us all into a just future where everyone has the means to thrive. He is also faithful. He stayed true to his amoral marriage to her. He was faithful to his promise that he'd help me through my ordeal, which he did. He has been faithful also to himself. He never gave in to the easy way. He stayed true to his inner self. He has always been faithful as far as I know. So I know also that he will be just as faithful to us, to Zion. Someday, if he still lives, he may even be faithful to me. If he ever finds that some ember of our love remains, and if he lets that fire reignite, then I will have won the truest, most faithful of husbands. In all of this fantastic tale, his return to me is the easiest of things, yet alone is the hardest to endure. If he lives, if he loves, these are hard. But that he will be righteous and faithful, of that I have no doubt. He was chosen. He was trained. He is faithful and true. He is Messiah. And he will lead us into a just, delightful, and real future that all of humanity can enjoy, because righteousness demands selflessness, and faithfulness demands truth. So he will be a just and wise leader, because he is made that way. 42:1. Isaiah 42, 1 to 9. Zion 23, 6 to 14. 42, 1. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment unto the Gentiles. With words. Okay. And so here the gray and perhaps other higher beings, like Zeus, have stated, here's C. Kenny, my servant. He is delightful to me. I will use him as my channel. My spirit will reside within him. I will judge the Gentiles through him. And there we'll stop for today. And we will pick up next time where we left off. So, may the Gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. May your words, thoughts, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Know that I love you. Stay happy and high, people. We will be together soon in a wonderful new future, the one that we have justly earned. So, until then, later, because I'll never say goodbye.